Game 2 here on Sam Loxton Oval. For the last man stands, Wise Australia champs here. Spider Monkeys versus Nice Garry. A round of 16 clash between these two teams. Winner moves on, loser goes home. Spider Monkeys batting first. Nice Garry looking to restrict them to something chaseable. We've seen 195 in the game before, not chased down, not getting anywhere near it. 66 the Buddies Jardims fell for. 2 singles off the first 2 balls. Our batters out there for the Spider Monkeys, Hassajazi and Adil Hussain. Adil doing it with the bat and with the ball later on, I am sure. Nice Garry lineup here is stacked. So we've got a conventional cover in here for Nice Garry. The boys are just taking a single where they are. Some great bowling to start with from Nice Garry. Nice Garry here at the World Championships last year on the Gold Coast. Played some cracking cricket as well. Weren't able to make it too deep because they faced some tougher opponents. But geez, the boys look good from North Brisbane. So a nice handy 2 there for the Spider Monkeys. No risks early on, but the bowling of Michael Glasper is on point. Coming in from the commentary box and played up in the air. That one's up, 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 but it's going to fall down nicely. Spider Monkeys get away with one there. Michael Glasper smiling because he feels like there could have been a wicket there. It's a half chance, but it goes beckoning. Spider Monkeys none for 6 after 1. So rounding out the results from our first 6 matches here, all round of 16 clashes here in the Cup for the Australian Champs, brought to you by Wise. The Bomb Squad against the Humble Hibernators, the battle of North and South Brisbane. Nice Garry, another North Brisbane team here. Humble Hibernators, the North Brisbane team, set 139. The Bomb Squad, 3 for 107 after 15 in reply. Looks like they might just get over the line there. Triple D Kings from Melbourne, 187. Tradies you can't trust, 3 for 145 after 17. Looks like the Triple D Kings might hold on there. That would be a big upset if they are to. Good first ball there from Jason Hay, right on the money from the start. The Western Swingers, after 2 early wickets, set 219 for Conley CC to chase. Conley all out after 20 overs for 124. The Western Swingers march on. Played nicely through the cover region there by Adil Hussain. Going to turn 4-2. No, it's going to make its way to the rope. 4 handy runs there with a shot that wasn't aggressive. Just a perfectly timed cricket shot there by Adil Hussain. So Jason Hay, how is he going to come back from that cracking 4 from Adil?
Side!
Leg side wide, called by our umpire there. So not a good comeback ball there from Jason. So let's have a look at that 4 again. Oh, that's the wide ball. Definitely wide. I can agree with my umpire's decision there. It was pretty textbook leg side wide there that we see in LMS from time to time. Obviously just trying something different here is Jason Hay trying to beat the bat of Adil. Beat the bat there. Great follow-up delivery there from the 4 to the wide to the dot. Good bowling here from the Nice Garry boys from north of Brisbane. Jason Hay coming in from the commentary box and played nicely down the ground by Adil Hussain. Another lovely cricket shot just going to come through for the single here as that is fielded in the deep.
Last ball, 1 to come.
1 ball left in this second over. 12 runs so far from the 9 deliveries. Good start here from the Spider Monkeys. Nice Garry will want wickets early here if they are to be successful. left alone. Wide outside the off stump there, signalled wide accordingly by our umpire. 3 free runs given up there by Nice Garry, none for 15 after 2. Very easy decision for our umpire out there, Jake Carter, doing a fantastic job this morning here on day 4 of the LMS Australian Championships, brought to you by Wise. Wise, the proud partner of Last Man Stands Cricket worldwide, and you can transfer money worldwide, saving up to 3 times on fees with Wise. So Galaspa back into the attack, hitting his spot again, played nicely in through the covers by Adil. They're going to get back through for 2. The boys here running well between the wickets are Huss and Adil. Top of his mark as he charges in to bowl the second delivery of this third over. Played again nicely, but this side through the leg side. They're going to turn for 2. This is great running between the wickets by the Spider Money and the teams to beat. Big appeal given by umpire Jake Carter. Quick wickets here. Quick running between the wickets. Not quick enough. He's got to go. Let's have a look at this one again. So fielded well by the man in the deep. I'm not sure who's thrown that in, but that's a great throw into the stumps. Not in his hands for long at all. Looks like he's hurt himself there. That pad is sitting sideways there. So let's have a look. Our static cam here on Sam Loxton Oval. So they've made the first single. I think he's got ball in hand right about now. Oh, and well short of that crease there. Great work there by Michael Galaspa up at the stumps there. That's actually a really easy decision for our umpire out there. We've got a good view of it here. He's got the best view. But yeah, well short of that crease there. Those bails are well and truly off by the time he gets in. That is great work by the Nice Garry boys. They will be happy with this. It's a big wicket to take this early on. Huss Hijazi has to go. Just get a nice shot of Reese Long at bottom, walking to square leg. He'll be the 4th man in here for the Spider Monkeys. Hopefully not needed for a long time if you're Reese, if you're a fan of Sydney LMS cricket.
4.
4 runs there. Good recovery there from Adil. Just saying, sorry mate, sorry for running you out, but I'm going to make some runs here today to look after you guys.
Put the run out. 4, thank you.
So the run out brings to the crease Jake the Rattlesnake. Not sure why he's nicknamed the Rattlesnake. I'll have to catch up with KB later and find out why we have the nickname the Rattlesnake. Jake the Rattlesnake O'Connell rolls off the tongue nicely. Nice delivery there by Michael Glasper. His 4th delivery of the over. The boys are going to get back through for 2. Turning for another quick run here. Looks to be dangerous here, but great work in the deep there by the man. They're going to get back through for 3 easy, bringing the Rattlesnake on strike for the last ball.
Last ball, 1 to come.
Looking at the LMS profile here of Jake the Rattlesnake O'Connell, he's not a man you want to see coming in at first drop. His batting stats: 7,237 runs at an average of 59.31. So he always comes off. A strike rate of 209, a high score of 121, not out, 81 50s, 100. Get this, 2nd best batsman in the country, 3rd best in the world. I'll give you some more stats on Jake shortly as Michael comes in for this last ball here. Played off the legs nicely by the Rattlesnake. Just going to get through for a single, tanking his strike rate. Every ball here, 1 off 1, a strike rate of 100. He's going to get going here shortly, I'm sure. So, 2nd best batter in the country, 3rd best in the world. Bowling stats: in 253 matches of Last Man Stands cricket, 196 wickets at an average of 24. An economy rate through all those wickets of 6.25. Best figures of 5. 5 for 14. 10 3-fers, 2 5-fers. He is the best bowler in the country by statistics and the 4th best bowler in the world. So the second best bat in the country and the best bowler in the country. Definitely a handy player to have in your team, I am sure. The Spider Monkeys would love having him up here with them at the LMS Wires Australia Champs. Let me have a look through these stats to see who the #1 bat in the country is, because I'm sure Jake's going to give us a nice testament as to why he should be one in both aspects. Jason Hay coming in for his second over. Played through the cover region to backward point. Coming in from the top end here, Jason Hay delivering to Adil. Adil swings, Adil misses. Adil's going at a quick rate of 20 off 13 here. Started the scoring nicely for the Spider Monkeys, but will that wicket come back to cost them? Another dot ball there from Jason. The calls of all over it here, mate. And nice Garry would be really happy with this start, getting a big wicket early. Obviously the runs are coming, but they're definitely putting a lot of pressure here on the Spider Monkeys early. Here are the boys from north of the river. Adil trying to make something happen from nothing, just punching the ball out there, having a laugh there with the keeper, I'm sure. The boys always have fun out here at the Oz Champs. We love having our Sydney teams come up. They're always competitive, always good to have around. We love our boys from LMS Sydney. Big shout out to the massive comp they've got down there. Spider Monkeys, Western Swingers, Connolly, CC, all making it through to the round of 16. But sadly, Connolly's run coming to the end at the hands of the Western Swingers here. But I'm sure the Spider Monkeys and the Swingers will probably like to go deep in this competition. Played nicely out through the cover region by Adil. Thrown in even better. Overdone. 1 for 28 after 4. So let's have a look at this first big shot here from the Rattlesnake. That one goes a long way up. Doesn't go very far. He keeps checking because the man there could have got around to that one. But he's 2 from 2 so far, the Rattlesnake, and a deal 21 off 16. So 1 wicket falling for the Spider. Run out you guys seen just before. Textbook umpiring there. Jake Carter getting himself into the perfect position to call that. Never in doubt, and it was a clear decision here from the replay we got as well. Michael Glasper coming in for his third over. None for 17 from his first 2. Big shot in the air. That's going to find grass, though. The 2 men are coming around to field it. Fielded on the boundary. They're going to come back for 2. This is great running between the wickets, but Adil's taken on the men down here before. It didn't work out well for his batting partner, so he's got to be cautious of the men in the deep. Played nicely off the legs by Adil. Coming through for just a single. This is a man that ran out his batting partner earlier and he knows it, so he's just going to come in for the single. Played down the ground. That one's gone a long way up. That will take some catching. The bowler's not able to get there. Trouble early for the Rattlesnake. Not looking much like the #2 batsman in the country here. But he has time to get going here because he's still out here. Let's have a look at that one again. Static cam. Great delivery there. A bit fuller than he probably wanted there. And that one went a long way up. And he's had a good crack at trying to get around there. But just not to be, just out of reach there, coming in for the 4th ball of this over. Big swing down the leg side there, but it's going to go even wider. A wide ball signalled. So 2 balls left in this 3rd over for Michael Glasper. Fallen straight at those stumps there, played onto the leg side by Adil, just going to come through for the single. Great fielding in the deep here by the nice Garry boys. They've definitely got a plan to these Spider Monkeys here. I think they've done their research on the boys from Sydney, the boys from North Brisbane. Dominant earlier on in the week, making their way through to the round of 16, not by chance, but by skill. Michael Glasper coming in for his last delivery. Played on the leg side by the Rattlesnake. Fielded nicely in the deep there. Textbook fielding here by nice Garry. Restricting the runs as best as they can 35. Here, but 35 from the first 5. A projected score of 140. With the bowling lineup that the Spider Monkeys possess, that would still take some chasing.
No, mate.
Not sure if you heard that as well as I did here in the commentary box here for the LMS Wise Australia champs. Adil Hussain just saying to Jake the Rattlesnake O'Connell, you put one away, mate, and you'll be good. Stick in here with me. The boys going all right here at 7 and over through the first 5. Keeping this up will get them 140, which will take some defending, but if a team's going to do it, it would be the Monkeys. Oh, beating him all ends up there. Jerry Chapman with his first ball. I'd love to see that one back. Let's see if it did anything off the deck. Yeah, good movement off the deck there, just beating the bat. He has a few steps down the ground here, and he's put that one straight down here to the camera here. There's his first boundary of the day. You hear that smacking into the fence there. 4 runs for the Spider Monkeys. So from one ball being beaten, all ends up, moves those feet, gets down the wicket, and that is a cracking shot down the ground here. 4 runs to open up his boundary account for today. 8 off 6 he moves to. What's Jeremy got in store for this one? Wide ball, not sure where to put it, Jeremy, after that. I think it spooked him a little bit, having that quick feet movement, quick bat speed through the air, and a cracking shot down the ground with very little risk, mind you. Beating him up, all ends on 1. Getting hit for 4 the next wide. What do we got in store now, Jez? Nice cover drive played by the Rattlesnake. They're going to turn for 2 here. Good running between the wickets here. These two look like they've had a lot of time batting together. So what's Jeremy Chapman got in store for us now? Cracking shot down the ground here through the cover region. Is the man going to get there? He's not. Another 4 for the Rattlesnake. Spider Monkey starting to put the foot down here. Mick Whitting not going to get around there. Let's have a look at that one again. Just too far outside that off stump there. He's not missing those there. That is a great shot through the covers there. Man almost gets there. Maybe with the slide he might have kept it in, but 4 runs nonetheless. He goes again, straight down, more straight this time. 4 more for the Rattlesnake. And that one here has almost hit my cameraman on the boundary here. A quick jump out of the way for him there. Had that fence not have been there, that one would have been hitting me straight in the leg. What a shot, 1 for 50 after 6. Cracking shot here, moving those feet, full toss, getting a hold of it straight down the ground. Just watches it, knows that's going straight for 4. And that's all right. I think the man with the camera was quicker to get out of the way than he was to follow that ball, but we can see that hit the rope there. That is a cracking shot. I'd be getting out of the way too because that had some heat on it. Jason Hay, dot ball to start his 3rd over to Adil Hussain. So in 1 over, 12 runs coming from it. Jake the Rattlesnake, 19 of 10, suddenly looking reminiscent of that strike rate of just over 200 that we see on his profile. Doesn't take long for the man to get going, it looks like. Played nicely off the legs in the air by Adil. That's going to find the grass. The men aren't going to get there. Another boundary for the Spider Monkeys. was a great shot off the leg by Adil Hussain. Yes, it was in the air, but it was always going to be safe. Piercing those two fielders on the rope there nicely. He tries to get a hand down there, but was just not good enough. Spider Monkey's on top here, it looks like. Charging down the pitch, but whacking that one through the covers. Fancy footwork here, tricking the bowler, tricking the fielders. They're going to get back 3 for 2. This is excellent work here from the Spider Monkeys, looking dominant early. Jason Hay coming in with this next delivery, the 4th one of the oval. Big swing from Adil, doesn't quite connect there. Handy dot ball here for nice Garry. Yeah, just not quite connecting with that one there. Adil probably about half a ball length away from that one. Not far, but doesn't get a hold of it. Moving those feet again, heading that one down the ground. Through the vacant cover region, the men are going to come around and field it, but they're going to get back 3 for 2 again. Great running between the wickets by the Spider Monkeys.
Over.
Over called out there by umpire Jake Carter. 158 after 7. That run rate is ever so slightly creeping up. Projected score now 166. Just not quite good enough to get down low enough for that one there. The only boundary from the last over. Paul still coming into the attack. Wide ball for Paul to start with. Paul's the man who actually, I think, got credited for that run out earlier that we've seen. That cracking bit of fielding there to remove Hasajazi earlier. The only wicket so far to fall for the Spider Monkeys. They've looked dominant here with their 1 for 59 after 7. What's Paul got in store with the ball? Pulled away down to the sort of fine leg region. The man's coming in off the rope to get it. They're going to get back 3 for 2. This is great running between the wickets here. That was very close to the stumps there, though. Rattlesnake will have to be careful. Keep trying to take 2s down there. Paul Steele at the top of his mark. 3 off the first ball because of the wide. The first ball delivering to the Rattlesnake. Another wide ball there. That's 3 runs that he does not want to give away to this Spider Monkey lineup. Big swing, not connecting there by Jake O'Connell. Handy dot ball for Paul. Good follow-up from the previous wide. Yeah, just beating him. All ends up there. Doing a little bit the pitch it looks like here, but when it's nice and full, they're able to get a hold of it here, the Spider Monkeys. Moves those feet nicely, puts that one way up in the air. That one's going a long way back. 6 runs there for Jake O'Connell. So just shorter, able to move his feet to get there just on the half volley, and he's able to help that one on its way. Cracking shot there, and that one's made it well over the fence.
Biggest one today, that's for sure.
I faced him when he was 17.
Yeah.
It's a Super Series.
Was he a bowler?
He's a fucking quick bowler, and now you should see him now. He's playing fucking Prem in New South Wales. I'm going to get him down to England to play Prem with us. He'll play Big Bash. He'll play State.
Yeah,
he's a fucking freak, mate.
Expletives aside there, I think those stats back up what Adil is saying. Can do it with the bat, but equally doing it just as well. Oh, sorry, can do it with the ball, but equally doing it just as well with the bat. Might have to get a cheeky word out there to our umpire Jake Carter to let the batsmen know that they can be heard us here on the comms. Love having you here. Some cracking displaying of batting here by Jake and Adil together. Wide ball there from Paul. See if we can see that shot again. Just the great footwork there, sending that one there. And I tell you what, if Adil is correct, he knew it straight away off the bat. Look at that. Let's have a look at that. There's that ball coming in. Jeez, he's put a lot on that. And look, if Adil is correct in saying that our man Jake, the Rattlesnake O'Connor, will end up in the Big Bash, might be a handy tail order batsman for a team here. If he can do it with the ball, which we might see later on, he can definitely do it with the bat, it looks like, here at Sam Loxton Oval. Coming in, Connor Ryan from the commentary box, and cut away nicely by Adil Hussain. Is the man in the deep going to get there? No, yes he is. Perfect. Going to come back through for 3 though. This is great running between the wickets by the two boys here. Adil takes his total to 37, just keeping in front of the Rattlesnake at the moment, but the Rattlesnake's doing it quicker. Shorter and dispatched by the Rattlesnake. Oh, we've got a great catch here by the man. I'd love to see that one back in a moment. Great catch by the nice Garry boys. Jake's got to go. My view here from the commentary box was blocked by the side screen there, but I did see the catch through it. Yeah, pulling that one from a long way outside the off stump. It's gone up. It's come really quick. Taken just below the belt there by Mr. Steele. Very comfortable, and then falling, keeping that ball in his grasp there. The ball up straight away. They know that's a big wicket there, the nice Garry boys. 2 for 76. Brad McGrath at the creek. Played nicely along the cover on the ground there through the cover region is Brad McGrath. He starts his day with a single. Jeez, that was a good catch. Looks like it was going to take something big and something that we have not seen so far here on LMS TV here from the LMS Wise Australian Champs to remove the Rattlesnake, but they got it. 2 for 77 here. The Spider Monkeys find themselves up to 8.3. Played off the pads nicely by Adil. Wants to turn for 2. Brad McGrath's going to let him have it. 2 quick runs between the wicket there for Adil Hussain. Takes his total to 39. 1 ball left in this over. Connor Ryan coming in to finish up his over. Moving those feet nicely is Adil, but not really getting much of that ball. Guiding it down to the deep point. He's come around a fairway there, but they've come through for a single.
One to come this end, guys.
2 for 80 after 9. Let's have a look at that ball again there to see what Adil did. So he moved those feet quickly, covered by the score bug there. That's unfortunate. We'll have a look at that replay again shortly. All right, let's have a look. Moves those feet down the pitch. Maybe got a little bit on the outside edge there. It looks out of the hands of the keeper. Well and truly away from the keeper there. But it's a run nonetheless. And every run is crucial here for the Spider Monkeys. This might give us a better angle, actually. Moving those feet nicely. Yeah, grabbing the outside edge of the bat there. Not quite sure of it. Probably a bit further outside the off stump there than he'd like to. Mick Withereen coming in to bowl. Up in the air, down to a man here who's taken a great catch before, but that one's going to roll along the carpet. Deal's given us some good commentary himself here. Get away with shots like that in LMS as long as you don't hit him hard, he said, and he's been guiding this ball to all parts of the ground here on his way to 41 from 29. Brad McGrath just punching that one through the covers there for another single. I think Adil's probably a good chance of getting his 50 here, and pretty quickly as well, it has to be said. He's just using the ball, using the pace from the bowlers, just putting it into space where no one is. Taking a few risks here, but gotten away with some of them so far. And see, there's another one there, guiding that one down. The man's going to come around to get it. They're going to point for 2 because the deal's coming to the danger room, but they're going to throw the far end, but it's well wide of the stumps. Brad's going to get it home safely. They're going to come back through for 3 here, the Spider Monkeys. Good running between the wickets. That was well wide of the stumps there. A costly mistake, you might think. So Adil takes his total to 44. He does what a lot of batsmen don't do in this game. They actually ask the umpire what they're on. Usually when I've umpired games and I've told people, usually there's a dismissal not far for them because you shouldn't tell someone when they're in the 40s. Let's see if it works out for Adil. 44 off 30. He's got to wait another over to face it though. 1 ball left in the over, my apologies. So Adil could bring it up here with a 6. A good shot. He's played some really good shots around the ground so far. Just playing that one down the ground there, respecting the bowling of Mick Witherbean. That's just going to come through for a single. He wants to keep the strike. He wants to get his 50.
That's over in 10, guys. Swap ends. 87 after 10.
So through the first 10 here, the Spider Monkeys keep this up in the back 10. They will get a score of 174. Geez, that would take some chasing.
Jonathan? 87 after 10.
No, Jace, that's it.
This late in the competition here for the LMS Wides Australian Champs, it is win or go home for all teams from now on. Earlier in the day, up on the mainstream here, we've seen the Night Watchmen dominant over the Buddies Jarjums. They'll be back here on the mainstream later on, playing against the second 11. In the other Cup round of 16 games, we've seen the Bomb Squad victorious over friends from foes from across the river. The Humble Hibernators, Zero Expectation Boys, taking down the Sunday Sloggers.
Wide, too far.
That one is well wide of the crease. Very good umpiring there by Jake Carter. Too far out. That's his plan, but that was too far out. He's got to bowl that one again. Also seeing the Western Swingers win the Battle of Sydney over Connolly CC, and the Triple D Kings knocking out the Tradies. You can't trust. That seems like an upset to me. Great shot there from Adil. Takes his total to 47. Man's coming in a long way from the rope to field that, but they're happy with the single here. Maybe Brad likes what he looks like, what he can see here.
I can't believe that.
Yeah, that's a right today.
Jonathan Wallace coming in from the far end, open up his account for his second delivery. Big appeal there from Wallace. No one's going with him there. Umpire says not out.
Right! On!
So just before bowling this ball, he's talking to one of his fielders. Yeah, a long way down the pitch. Brad McGrath was there. Not really much to call for there. You need a generous umpire there to give you that one, I think. I think that's a good decision from Jake Carter there. Just a single there for Brad McGrath, flicking that one down to the long point boundary. So the winner of this match, the eventual winner of this match, will play the winner of the Canberra Battle of 3 Short against Fargo. If you're out, I've got to say my money's with the Goffs in there for that one, but I'll keep you updated with the score so these boys know who they're playing. Doesn't look like you got any bet on that one there, does Adil, so those runs aren't going to count towards him. Yeah.
Inside, when it went past the crease.
Buys called there by the umpire, so not giving Adil any freebies here. Adil would love the freebie, but not to be.
One to come.
If that was me, it would have gone wide. Adil thinks he's hard done by there. I think it's a good decision, though. I think it's a good decision. We've got a good view of the line there, but I definitely think it was inside that line.
Oh.
Just got a little bit of bat on that. Too much for the keeper to get to it. The man's going to come around. They're going to come back for 2 here. That means Adil Hussein's going to have the strike for the next over. 2 for 93 after 11. Find the Spider Monkeys in a spot of probably dominance, I'd say, but a few wickets will change that.
Right, I'm over. Play. Good.
Good dot ball to start the over here from Mick Widdeveen. Dot ball to Adil Hussein. Adil doesn't look too happy with himself here. Not sure if he's not happy with the umpire, not sure with himself, but that is a full legal delivery there. 2 for 93. Played down to the ground nicely. Just going to have to come through for a second. This 50 is taking a long time to get to, and Adil definitely knows it. He knows what he's on to, so maybe that's getting into his head here.
It's good.
Moving his feet down the crease there, Brad McGrath, but does not connect with the ball there. Great bowling here from Mick Widdeveen.
2 to come.
Yeah, just moving those feet straight down the pitch, but not going anywhere near the ball. Big swing and no ding. Plays that one down the leg side there. He's hit that one hard. The fielder's not going to get there. That's 4 runs off the pads. Let's look at that one again. Straighter at the stumps there. Not missed out on at all. Capitalised on by Brad McGrath. Great shot to the leg side, square leg region where the man's a bit in front of square. Geez, that came fast. He's played nicely through the mid-wicket region. The man's coming off the fence there. They're going to come through for a single. 2 for 99 after 12. Having a look at the bowling card
99
here
after
at the
12.
moment. Only credited wicket taker Connor Ryan with that great catch to dismiss Jake the Rattlesnake O'Connell, with the other wicket falling. Hasa Jazi being run out in just the second over. The only wickets to fall so far for the Spider Monkeys. This looks like a very deep batting lineup, and I know a few of these boys can bowl as well, so he's wondering what would they be happy with a score here. At the moment they're projected to get 165. With a team like this, I've not seen nice Garry bat in a while. I know the boys go well up in North Brisbane, but wonder if that'd take some chasing. That goes a long way up in the air. The highest one in the air. The man looks like he's going to get there. Oh, he puts it down. That would have taken some catching. Nothing to discredit the man there. That was a long way up. Let's see if we can see that one again. That one's given a lot of flight there. He's got a hold of it. Didn't make it towards the boundary. Nowhere near the boundary. That went a long way up. Yeah, just falling in front of him. I think he went down a bit too quickly, but he needed to. He had to cover a long way there, just out of the reach of the nice Garry boys. Jeez, that would have been a big wicket there. Adil goes with the reverse sweep there, gets a hold of it. Only going to get a single for it. He thought he'd probably get more from that. That's a good shot for one. Played around the leg side there. That's gone up. That's gone a long way. Has that bounced just in front of the rope? No, 6 runs signalled by the umpire. Jeez, he made that look hard. Didn't get all of it, that's for sure.
2 to come.
Yeah, good decision there by the umpire there. We can see on the replay that is definitely 6 runs. Tries to go again, big appeal, but denied. denied by the umpire.
Last ball, one to come.
I'd
Sword.
go up that.
Yeah,
100%.
always.
100%. I was going to feel with you.
The deal thinks his man might have got lucky. Hard to tell from this
Over.
angle, but I trust my man Jake out there. He's been tasked with this big game.
7 overs left.
Living up
7
to it.
overs.
Probably on there.
So Adil Hussain still on 49. Here I thought he'd bring up his 50 a couple of overs ago with a 6, but he's hanging around there.
Especially to Brad. He looks back to the deal.
Let's have a look at this again. Just making it to the rope there. The fielder had a long way to come around there. He probably could have got a hand on it. Would have been a catch, but he had a long way to come around. Just piercing the field here are the Spider Monkeys. 2 for 107 after 13 overs. Projected score of 165 if they keep going at this rate.
Right, I'm over. Bye, Mick.
Mick
12,
Witteveen
8
coming
overs
in
left.
for his third
30.
over.
7 overs left. Let's go.
Beating all ends up there is Adil Hussain, but he keeps his wicket because that one was wider of the stumps there. Mick Witteveen
107.
bowling. Hasn't got any wickets so far, but probably been the pick of the bowlers for my liking. Definitely troubling the batsman here, but nothing to show for it so far. Play it off the hip nicely. That will for sure bring up his 50. Bringing it up in
4 and
style
50.
with a
Photo,
4. Great shot there from Adil Hussain. Well batted, young man.
Great batter, mate. Got there.
That brings to the crease Reese along bottom, it looks like. Yeah, cracking shot. No one's getting around to that. That is just too good for the field set by Nice Garry. Last man stands cricket.
Ready to come,
Hard to
Reese.
field when you've only got 3 on each side
Ready
for
to come.
most
Right,
of the
I'm
game.
over.
Boys got a lot of ground to cover there, and they've been doing a good job so far. I think the Nice Garry boys will be happy with this, but geez, they'd love a few more wickets to fill their tally.
Play.
So Reese Longbottom face his first ball of the day. Day 4 here at the LMS Wise Australian Champs. Dot ball to start his account.
Oh.
Played nicely, got the inside edge there. That's got to make its way down to the boundary here. No man behind there, so the keeper's got to chase it. They've turned for 2. Will they come for 3? Brad McGrath wants the 3. Running hard between the wickets here. Reese can just jog his way up for 3 runs. That'll get him off the mark.
One to come. Last ball.
I saw your 13 baller the other day.
Just defended nicely there by Brad McGrath. Just going to turn over the strike there, get a single so you can face the next over. 115 after 14 for the Spider Monkeys, finding themselves
6
in a position
overs left.
of somewhere to build.
You okay?
Right, I'm over. 6 overs left, guys. Play.
Jonathan Wallace coming into the attack here. Greatly played down to that vacant point region boundary, but the man's going to come around and get to it. Doesn't get enough of it to get a boundary, but enough of it to get 2. Jonathan Wallace coming in from the far end for his third over, second to really third over. Played finally down to the boundary line here by Brad McGrath. The man's going to come around and get it. Just going to come through for a single. Jonathan Wallace coming in for his third delivery of this over.
Wide.
Wide ball signalled and called by the umpire there. He's got to reball that one. That one's gone a long way up. The man's going back. He's not going to get back far enough. 6 runs into the Queensland Performing Centre. Sorry.
Have a ball.
The the running track here at the Runaway Bay Sporting Complex. That one went a long way. I'd love to see that one again. Yeah, that one's gone a long way, clearing the black fence, which is probably a good 15 metres past our white picket fence here on these very long boundaries here at the Runaway Bay Cricket Club. An excellent place to have our Australian champs. And talking about excellent places and excellent things, Wise. Wise is one of the best when it comes to transferring your money internationally. Save up to 3 times on international transfers with no hidden fees. Wise, trusted by millions worldwide.
I've got 100 in my car if you need one. Yeah. 125. 14 and a half. Thank you.
Gee, for a competition that's had games on all 6 fields all week long, took a lot longer than I thought to find a spare ball, but we've got one here. Let's just hope that this one lasts a lot longer than that one did. Hopefully we can get through the rest of this innings without losing another ball. Like, big boundaries here. The bush, obviously, that they're hitting towards, like, it's against the wind, but we lost a few in there earlier on in the week. It's very rare to lose a ball here on a ground like this, but we just did. Someone over at the running track might have got hit on the head by that 6, because I think that's still coming down. That's all right. Just a single there that they're going to keep them to. Yeah, look, I've still not seen that hit the ground. I think that it's still hanging up there somewhere. So if you're doing any laps at the Runaway Bay Athletics track anytime today, watch out. That one's still up there, I think. Wallace coming in for the last ball of this 15th over. What's he got in store for us? Leaving that one wide outside the off stump, nice and short. The man's not going to get there. 4 more runs. He will not be happy with that. But the Spider Monkeys, they're pretty happy.
5 overs left, 130. 5 overs.
Just wait and have a look at that one there once the scorebug goes away. Hussajazi, the first man out, run out by Steele, 5 off 3. Adil making his 50. Let's have a look at that one there.
130. 5 left.
Plenty of flight, but when it's not troubling on
I'm
stumps,
over.
you've got plenty
5
of
left,
time
guys.
as a batsman there to see that one there. And that's just too good of a shot for the field that the Nice Garry boys have set. Connor Ryan coming in for his second over. Good ball there, nice and wide, gone across the face of Reece Longbottom, but that's kept inside that line well and truly for a dot ball. Almost chopped on there, but he's gotten away with that one there. The man from behind the stumps has got to come down a long way to get that. They're going to get back through for 2. I'd love to see that one again, see how close to the stumps that really was. So grabbing the under edge there, well and truly in front of his body. Just down the leg side of those stumps there, and the man with the gloves actually did a really good job of chasing that one down there and letting him get back through for 2. Big swing, and no ding there for Reece Longbottom. Very wide of the body he is playing these, but they are legal deliveries because his first step is always to that leg side there, it looks, for this innings. Not sure if this is
Here it
usual of Reese, but all of these movements have been towards the leg side here. Let's see what we got here. And another one, another under edge on the inside that's going to run down to the boundary. Yeah, see, that's perfect. That's well and truly within those wide lines there. But when you take a big step out to the leg side to start, you're never going to get anywhere near it if it's on that side there. That's good bowling there by Connor Ryan. Good recovery here. One ball left in this 16th over here. The score at 2 for 133 for the Spider Monkeys. They'll be happy with this. War played well and truly close to the body there. Just kept out. Brad's going to scurry through for a single, but they've gone to the keepers and one run there for the Spider Monkeys.
That's over, guys.
134 after 16
overs,
168 projected score. Will it be defendable if that's where they get to, or will they go big in these last 4 here, the Spider Monkeys? Men in the sheds.
Right, I'm over, let's play.
Jonathan Wallace back into the attack here. That one's gone a long way up. Probably the highest, but not the deepest. It's going to find grass. Brad McGrath hitting lots of balls well and truly up into the air, but they're all finding grass. Here comes Jonathan Wallace in for his second delivery. Played nicely through the cover region. The man's going to come around a long way. They've put him more towards point where those balls have been going earlier. Now he's playing it to where he was. This is some good batting here for Brad McGrath. Handy batting, 31 off 20. Almost played onto the stumps there by Brad McGrath. Good bowling here from Jonathan Wallace. His figures of none for 32 do not reflect how well this bowling has been. Just a few looseners that they've capitalised on. So he's come away around a long way and it's just flicked him on the thigh. He's actually had to poke that away with the bat. I don't know if it was going to come onto the stumps, but he's still there. Played very onto the... Oh, geez, he's pulled that from a long way there. Again, finding grass there. He's getting away with a lot here. It looks like Brad McGrath here. He's still there. There's been a few half chances here for the nice Garry boys, though. Just a single for that ball. That one's gone a long way up. Looks bigger than the first one. Is that going to clear the black fence as well? They've got to stop.
Ball.
Need a new ball. We're calling for it. Jeez, that's a big shot there from Reese long bottom. That's gone a long way up. And the men knew it straight away off the bat. I've still not seen that one come down either. So now there's 2 balls up in the air there, somewhere over near the running track. Good luck to whoever finds them. You've earned 2 free balls there from some not bad bowling, just pitching it a bit short. Capitalised on by the Spider Monkeys.
3.
6 on the G, I reckon, is the call from the ground.
Half a metre off.
Where you got to adjust your legs to.
1, 3 overs left. Let's play. Right, I'm over.
Played through the vacant point region. The man's not going to get there. 4 more for the Spider Monkeys. Building for something big here, you think. That one again. Played nicely. He knows there's no fielder there, so any bat he gets on that, and that will go. Great shot there from Brad McGrath. It's actually gone under the fence, it looks like. Jeez, these nice Garry boys had to come across that fence a few times there. Haven't seen anyone fall over the fence yet, but the ones that have gone over it have not been retrievable. Let's see if we can watch him come back in. Oh, he went through the gate. See, that's smart. No, probably a little bit older than the man we've seen in the game before. That's the smart way of doing it. With age comes experience there. Just go through the gate, lads. Connor Ryan coming in for the next delivery here.
Good.
Good ball inside the lines there. Not ball there.
Just in the line.
Feels like a long way out when it's already planted, ready to
Way across, yeah.
line's made up.
Played nicely through the cover region. The man's not going to get there. It's going to bounce a few times. Oh, he did get around there. Well done to the fielder in the deep there, getting around there for that one there. I thought that was long gone. That came off the bat fast, but that's a very long boundary there down. Very long boundary down there.
Oh.
That one's gone up in the air. The man looks like he's settling underneath it. It's a catching opportunity. He takes the catch. Brad McGrath's got to go. His luck runs out here. 38 from 26 deliveries. He gave a lot of chances here. Another excellent piece of bowling here from Connor Ryan. Targeting those stumps, about a fifth stump line on a good length. Brad gets right underneath that there. He's never looked like dropping that, did he? Takes a few steps backwards there, but well and truly into the rope there. That's textbook hands to the sky, hands in front of your face, watching the ball all the way into your hands. Another good piece of fielding work here by the nice Garry boys. Brad McGrath's got to go. That brings in the big man, Ziad Abbas. We were talking about him in the first game here. Can do it with the bat, can also do it with the ball. Let's see what Z's got in store for us today. He's already got a maximum of 11 balls to make his impact on the game with the bat, but don't get me wrong, I'm sure they'll throw the ball to him at some point today. That one's gone a long way up as well. The boy's settling under it. He's got to come through a long way, but he puts that one down.
Two.
Love to see that one again because I feel like that was probably Jonathan Wallace's catch. He got around there quickly and looked to be on the right line. And the other man has to come around a lot further to me, I think. That's gone up a long way. Jeez, imagine hitting that on your first ball. I'll have a look in a second once this overs bug goes away. Score sitting at 3 for 155 after 18. Have a look at the bowling card there.
I thought you give yourself one sider. Okay.
Yeah, so he got hands to that, but just on the fingertips there. From this angle, it looks like that's probably Jonathan's catch. The man that's already there, you can see that the man who's dropped the catch has come across.
Over's left, right,
he got there really early, but poor communication between the nice Garry boys.
When you ready, Jace?
Oh. Straight through him here is Jason Hay. Reese Longbottom having a big waft at that one, but doesn't get any of it. Coming in for the next delivery of this penultimate 19th over here. Full toss, dispatched away, it would seem, along the rope. The man gets around there. Jason Hay coming in from the far end to Ziad Abbas. Played nicely along the ground. That is hit very hard. The man's going to come in to field it. I think Jason Hayes will be happy he got his hands out of the way of that one. That was crushed along the carpet. Straight into the ground, so never a chance for a wicket. Jeez, that's a good cricket shot. Wide of the off stump there. The boys are going big, going aerial here for the rest of the match. It looks like from the Spider Monkeys. Just a single from it though. Good fielding in the deep there from Jonathan Wallace. 1 ball to go in this over. 6 left in the innings for the Spider Monkeys. Projected score is 168, but if these boys stay out here long enough, I'm sure that's going to go even deeper. Kept that one out. A great ball echoed there by the umpire, Joel Carter, out there. They're going to scurry back through for 2. Good running between the wickets here between the Spider Monkeys, between Reese and Ziad. 160 up
Final
after
over,
19 overs.
160.
1 to go.
Final over. There it is, mate. 160. Last one. Okay. Left arm over, guys. Final over. Let's play.
Last over here for the Spider Monkeys in their attempt to put on as many runs as they can. Michael Glasper coming into bowler. That one's gone a long way up, but it's going to find grass again. Boys going to come back through for 2. I think they're seeing them well, but these long boundaries here at the Runaway Bay Cricket Club, Sam Loxton Oval, where we're coming to you live from here for the LMS Wise Australian Champs. Just too long for some of these shots. I'm sure on some other grounds that some of these boys have played at, these would be 6s, no doubt about it. But big boundary here, nice turf wicket we've got here at Runaway Bay Cricket Club. Excellent facilities, bringing you our Australian champs from here. That one's gone up, but that one's not gone anywhere near as far as some of the others. Still going to find ground. Boys are going to come back through for 2. They're having a slash here at every single ball they can. The Spider Monkeys getting away with a lot here. Jay Chapman, the man, coming around to field that one. Yorker is the call from somewhere in the crowd. Let's see if Michael can deliver. Chopped onto the stumps. A wicket for Michael Glasper. That's going to bring a man in to face 1 ball. He's got to go Reese Longbottom. Hamid Hamoud.
1 to come, last
in
ball.
for the home run ball. Let's watch that one back again.
1 to come.
See if we can get it from another angle there. We've got a keeper in the way there. Good keeping though, standing in front, in between the bowler and the ball. He's got to go. Fixing up the stumps nicely for me is my keeper, Matt Dart. Handy bat himself.
1 to come, lads. Home run activated, home run.
So home run in play, those new to LMS. If this ball goes for 6, that's going to be 12 added to the total.
Right.
So a maximum score here if Glasper gets it on the pitch of 176. Let's see what we can get. That one's gone a long way up. It looks like he's got all of it. Home run here on Sam Loxton Oval. 12 off 1 for Mohammed Hamoud. Couldn't have hit that any better if he tried. And the perfect ball you want when you're trying to hit a home run. Full toss. Doesn't quite make the ground. Big swing of the bat there. Cleared the fence with ease. Oh, and good fielding by the man there. One-handed getting that back. Let's have a look at that.
176.
Did that bounce on the inside? Regardless, that is an impressive bit of fielding there from one of the humble Hibernator boys, sadly getting knocked out of the competition earlier by the Bomb Squad. That's a good bit of fielding there, though. I'll be happy with that. So 176 for 4. Let's have a look at some of the highlights from this first innings here. So this would be my run out, the early run out, early wicket here of just easily short there. He was well and truly short of the crease there. Coming in to Jake the Rattlesnake O'Connell. That one was hit hard. Finding the grass there. Got some highlights from
Good
Jake
win,
in his
boys.
short innings there.
Good win.
He went
Good
quick
win.
once he got a few
Good
fours.
win.
He went real quick. So we're still struggling to find the boundary here at this point. I'm definitely... We got one of these ones here. See, beating all ends up there. So the next ball that he faced actually from this over, moves his feet, gets a hold of it, comes nicely down the ground here, rockets its way to the boundary. Nice 4 runs there. Went a couple more times in this over here as well. Down the ground there again. Man wasn't going to get there. This was the one where I feel like costly, you know, if you slide in, you might stop that one here. Straight down the ground again. He's trying to target us here in the box, I think. He might have taken some of my comments personal. And that's the one there we didn't get the end of because my cameraman was getting out of the way. He thought he was going to get cleaned up there. Flick off the pads here from Adil. Another excellent shot. And this was really where the Spider Monkeys got on top of them. Nice, Garry. We're keeping them at bay. But a couple boundaries in quick succession. Not long. Obviously, highlights packages are nice. You see them all ball after ball. But some of these shots came in quick succession. So here's the rattlesnake as well. When he moves those feet, he was hard to stop. And that was another cracking shot there that he put between the two fielders there. And that's the catch to dismiss him. Now, actually, if we're looking at those balls there, the ones that he got a hold of, those feet were moving fluidly. That one there, it was kind of a half step less. He was moving away from the ball there, which is probably why he ended up losing his wicket. Great catch nonetheless by the nice Garry boys to dismiss him. This was Jonathan Wallace coming in to Brad McGrath. Big shout there, but very high up on the body there. Was probably not hitting those stumps. Good call there. Pulled that one away to the leg side there. The man just wasn't going to get there. So probably too many boundaries that the Spider Monkeys got. The nice Garry, some of them were unstoppable. And that one went a long way up, just out of reach of the man coming in. Jeez, he covered a lot of ground to get anywhere near that. Most people would probably just let that one roll. Another big sweep shot there. He's pulled a lot of things from outside the off stump there to the leg side and got rewarded with a boundary for that one there. Jonathan Wallace again. He targeted the bowling of Jonathan Wallace, but another big appeal there. Not given. Adil Hussain still at the crease here, chasing his 50 here. A nice pull off the legs. Adil played very well off the legs there, and that one went away for 4. Jonathan Wallace again coming in. Moving those feet early was Reese. That one went a long way. I'm still yet to see that ball hit the ground. That is hanging up there for a very long time. Wallace into Brad McGrath. Cut away nicely. That was a conventional cut shot there. Hit hard. There was no chance they were stopping that one. Taking a few steps down the wicket there. Reese getting the under edge there. The keeper did a great job there to chase that one down. That went a long way. Big swing and a miss there as well. Again from Reese Longbottom. Some good running between the wickets here. Williams into Brad McGrath again. Coming a long way across there for that one, not getting a hold of it. We're back with our highlights here from that first innings, 176 put on by the Spider Monkeys there. Yeah, he's come a long way across the crease there. Give it a little bit of a pat with his bat there. And that's the second big 6 Reese Longbottom hit. I think that one's come down. The first one I still think went further, but both of them are cracking shots there. And Brad McGrath, he was strong through that cut with that cut shot there through that point there. Another boundary there that he was able to pull out. That one rolled under the fence. We see the man go through the gate to get it. I think this is where we lost the wicket of Brad McGrath here. No, that was just another wide, great ball there from Connor Ryan. Nice bit of fielding in the deep there by the nice Garry boys to save that one for a sure boundary. I already called it a boundary. That one went a long way up. The man settling underneath it, taking a cracker of a catch, going back about 5 metres, but keeping well in the ropes there. Ziad Abbas, the first ball that he faced went up a long way. Man did a lot of work to get over there, but put it down. Will that cost the nice Garry boys in their pursuit of 177 for the win? A full toss there, whipped away by Reese Longbottom. Great fielding in the deep there. Reese Longbottom coming in again. That one, Beat Nolan's up, chopping that one on. Michael Glasper bowling a nice wide one that he just gets a hold of. 1 for 40 from his hand. And here's that home run ball. Muhammad Hamoud, the man of the hour. Cometh the man, cometh Muhammad. So there are our highlights there from the first innings. Nice Garry need to chase 177 if they are to beat the Spider Monkeys and progress through to the quarterfinals here.
Maybe they wanted to start early. We've got 4 games here, so obviously determining what the past game.
There, mate.
Are we 4 and 2?
So the two men that Nice Garry have tasked with starting off the account here, chasing down
left arm over.
177 for the victory, is Connor Ryan and Mick Widdebeen. Both played a lot of cricket between them. And if the Nice Garry boys are to get over the line here, you'd think these two have got to make a good chunk of them. So we heard it earlier while they were batting. Adil was giving us good raps about this man, Jake the Rattlesnake O'Connell, with the ball. Really impressive with the bat. Got some good
177
highlights
to win,
from
guys.
him.
177.
But let's see if he can do it with the ball. Adil put the big claim on him earlier, saying we'll see him in the Big Bash one day. This is probably the first time I've actually seen him bowl. Let's see what he's got in store for us, and let's see what Connor has in store for him. So coming in from about a 12-metre run up here is the Rattlesnake. Geez, that's pretty quick. That's sharp and at the body there. That's not a ball you want to face first up. One off it though. Shaking those shoulders out there, probably still warming up there. During the break while we were watching those highlights, we could see the Spider Monkey boys warming up. They know they're in for it. They know that they probably don't have enough to feel too comfortable here, but some good tight bowling. We'll see the Spider Monkeys head through to the quarterfinals if they can get over the line here against Nice Garry from Brisbane. Jake coming in for his second delivery. Straight through him there. That is just too good. Mick Widdebeen's got to go for a golden duck. Love to see that one back again. High bat lift there from Mick, taking steps outside straight away, and that's gone straight between middle and leg. Straight out of the hand. Jake knows it too. Good gather at the crease there. Yeah, those steps out to the leg aren't going to help you when you've got a bowler like this targeting those stumps, hitting about 3/4 of the way up that leg stump there. Nice early wicket here for the Spider Monkeys. They're on top. Not what you want to see if you are a fan of Last Man Stands cricket in the Brisbane region. Another roll back of this one, yeah. So big step out to the leg side there. Probably trying to get something on it and guide that one down to the point boundary where there's no fielder. But clinical bowling here to start from a Jake, the Rattlesnake O'Connell. Straight through him there. Never looked like missing those stumps there. And he's pumped for it. They know that's a big wicket here, the Spider Monkeys. Coming in for his third delivery. Targeting those stumps again there. Very quick here. Not what you'd want to face first up when you're chasing a big total like 177. 3 balls in, 1 for 1. for his fourth delivery here is Jake O'Connell. Jeez, beating the bat again on top early here. The boy is struggling with this bowling. Jeez, this is some fast bowling, not what you want to face here on the big stage here with the cameras watching your every move. Jake will be loving this though. Just kept out nicely by Michael Glasper, punched through to mid-wicket region, fielded by the Rattlesnake himself. 1 for 2 from the over. In trouble early here is a nice Garry.
Right, I'm over, Reese. Reese, right up. Yep, middle.
So Reese along the bottom, the next man into the attack for the Spider Monkeys here, defending 177. Big appeal there from Reese, not given by the umpire. It's come off the leg though, I'm sure of it. We'll see what our umpire says. Boys are going to come back 3 for 2. 2 buys or 2 leg buys. Going to get a third here. Some overthrows here. Come off the leg, signalled by our umpire there. So, Thunder and into the pad, but not given there by our umpire, Jake Carter, out in the middle. Let's have a quick look at it while we wait for this next ball. Yeah, probably going down the leg side there. I think a good decision from our umpire. Obviously, again, hard to tell from mid-on. Straight through him here. Reese Longbottom's gone straight through him. Middle stump has gone cartwheeling out of the ground. Nice Garry and all sorts here. We'll get a replay of that one for you guys while we're watching that first delivery. So nothing from the first. Straight through him here from the second. Jeez. Going the wrong way here on the replay here. So top of his mark. Batsman having a look around at the field before facing up to this ball. Connor Ryan that was. And just beaten between. So straight between the bat and the legs, playing away from the body. Middle stump goes flying. Nice Garry in trouble here. 2 for 5. Yeah, between bat and pad, that looks like from here. Cracking piece of bowling here from the Spider Monkeys, and a dot ball while we're watching this one back to follow. So Paul Steele still on a duck. Not much you can do about balls like that. Doesn't happen often in last man stands cricket, but probably a time to pull out a block. Reese Longbottom coming in with his fourth ball here. Played nicely off the legs there by Paul Steele. Going to come through for 1, look for the second, but settle for the single. So Spider Monkeys definitely on top early here. A reminder for all of you following on at home, looking at the final draw here. So winner of this match will play a quarterfinal matchup against the winner of the Canberra battle between 3 Short, CCC, and Far Goff. You're out. I'll give you a score for that game just in a moment. Just punched off the leg there. Not sure if there was bat or pad involved. Our umpire will let us know
It's
that.
over, guys.
More leg buys there for nice Garry. So not much coming from the bat for the boys here. 2 for 7 after 2 overs. Just waiting for a score refresh to give you some scores from around the grounds here at the Runaway Bay Cricket Club here for the Last Man Stands Australia Champs, brought to you by Wise. Wise, trusted partner here for Last Man Stands Cricket. If you're sending money internationally, like I should be later on if you ask KB, do it with Wise. Save up to 3 times on international transfers with no hidden fees. Trusted by millions around the world monthly to transfer over $458 billion. Adil Hussain coming into the attack here. Adil's quick in his own right as well. A good 3-pace lineup here for the Spider Monkeys that they are using to their advantage. Hopefully bowling in a 3-man rotation, I'd say. Because if you are Jake the Rattlesnake O'Connell and you're not getting a second over, I feel jibbed. So Adil coming in with his second delivery of the day. Geez, that one's targeting the body there. Vicious from Adil here to the man without a helmet. Not someone I'd face without a helmet, that is for sure. Adil is quick as well. Let's have a look at that shot again. See if we can get the replay up at that one there. Yeah, targeting the body there. Just getting some bat on that, trying to rock out of the way there. That is not what you want to face when you haven't scored a run yet. But pulls off the mark there with that. Adil coming in for his third ball there. Wide ball signalled by our umpire out the middle there. Jake Carter well wide of the crease. Adil's got to bowl that one again. But when he's bowling bumpers like that, don't think as a batsman you really want to face any more of this. Adil coming in to bowl the next delivery. Wider of the crease, even wider. The keeper's doing a good job there getting across to that, because when he's bowling this quick, they would be surely racing towards the boundary here. Very costly, but a good keeper behind the gloves. Good keeper behind the stumps there with the gloves. Adil's got to find his line here. Charging in, bowling at the legs there. Bowling a bit of body line here from Adil Hussain. Got to come back through for two here are the boys. Not sure if he got any bat on that. Umpire's giving us a signal that he did. Leg buys, sorry. He's giving us leg buys there. So struggling to get bat on ball here are the nice Garry boys. 2 for 15, struggling to get that score moving in the right direction. But if they can hang out there long enough, chances will come. Got some bat on that one there. So first clean hit of the over here for the boys. Going to scamper back through for two. Good running between the wickets here from the nice Garry fellas. So getting through the over. 2 for 17. So joining me in the commentary box is a man fresh off a win this morning. I've got Binny here from the Western Swingers. Binny, how are the boys feeling?
Feeling good, mate. Connolly's a good team. Had a nice win, nice and easy. But yeah, boys are really feeling good.
Yeah, the Conley boys had a dominant display here on the main ground against the Bouchers yesterday. I know you boys are a quality side. Obviously, our defending Australia champions went really deep over in the UK not too long ago. It was always going to be a big task for the Conley boys, but they took 2 early wickets we've seen earlier. We were keeping up with it. But I suppose, I'm pretty sure you guys could all probably bat through to 8, I reckon.
Yeah, but they did a good job, man. Like, the first few overs, definitely were rattled for a bit of conversations going around, but yeah. Sadeep Deepak and Vikrant batted really well.
Vikrant, yes, they were the 2 men in that.
Nice and solid.
Definitely put that recovery in, and I remember Vikrant from a few years ago when I umpired you guys, and yeah, just good bat in his own right. It's not someone you want to face when, you know.
Rapid, and he can bat.
Rapid and can bat as well, yeah. So do you know who you boys got up next?
Who do we have up next? DDD Kings have done well
DDD
themselves.
Kings, who took down the treaties you can't trust. A man coming off 100 there for them too. Got a century as the last man.
Jeez, not bad,
so
Don't mind that.
I think if you can get that wicket, you guys might go a long way as to booking yourselves a date in the semi-finals. But for now, we're here with the Spider Monkeys trying to do the same, make their way through to the quarterfinals.
They're a good team, man. Yeah, they're up there. Especially with this pacer hack of Adil, Jake.
Yeah, look.
And Reese.
Yeah, look, it's
not easy.
It's a nice 3-headed snake there.
Yeah.
So you got a rattlesnake.
You got Adil, who is a snake. And
we'll have to find Adil, who is a snake, and we've got to find so the 3-headed snake attack there that you've got for the Spider Monkeys, definitely a good bowling lineup and some good bats themselves as well.
Yeah, good bats too.
I mean, the teams to beat here, so, you know, we've got the Night Watchmen who have looked dominant, obviously, this morning on this stream here against the Buddies Jarjums. So they got the 1 seed. Obviously, the Bomb Squad made it through this morning against the Humble Hibernators. We've got you boys there, the Western Swingers, and, you know, the Spider Monkeys will be hoping to be there tomorrow as well in the semi-finals. So
should be.
All teams that can bat and all teams with a good bowling lineup. So there'll be some cracking cricket coming your way here from Runaway Bay Cricket Club.
Yeah, cricket's a funny game. They never know what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know,
so many upsets have been going on too.
Losing those 2 quick wickets early, there was every chance that Conley could have kept 100%. The pressure down. But, you know, sometimes those one chance goes beckoning.
Skipper Gus Sloan wasn't too happy.
Skipper Gus Sloan was not too happy. That's all right. Gus has got a chance to bounce back later on today.
He batted really well this morning too. I think Gus, myself, and Akshay Nawal.
That's over.
I think we got 107 of the last 7.
Jeez, that's
So that really got it up,
hurts.
yeah.
That hurts Conley big time. I was checking the score and they didn't really get going, but again, you guys getting well over that 200 again. A score of 200, no matter how good your batting lineup is always going to be tough
always
to chase. Always pressure on there. So it looks like Jake's coming back into the attack.
This should be good.
It just doesn't get any easier, really. You know,
Game over.
4 overs, 2 for 22. Nice, Gary. That'd be, you know, the 2 wickets aside, 22 from getting 22 runs from those 4 overs. With the quality of bowling we're seeing here, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But you need 177 of them in 100 balls. So
Yeah,
that's tough. Jakey coming in there, bowling
Nice
short.
and quick.
You blink and you miss it here, it looks like, from this far away. Getting some great camera angles
mate.
here.
Also in the middle.
Also in the middle,
Yeah.
yeah. Look, I'm glad that I'm going to have it. I'm going to have my seat over here in the commentary box, and I won't have to face it.
Yeah, it's no fun.
Yeah, no, definitely wouldn't be fun. You'd be,
That
you'd
left
just
arm
be-
angle too. It's
and
no
that
good.
left arm angle
Yeah.
over the wicket too. Yeah. Well, Adil made the big call earlier, while they were batting, that one day we'll probably see him in the Big Bash. And
Oh mate, he's proper good. Oh, 5 wides doesn't help.
5 wides.
Commentators curse.
5 wides does not help, but again, when you're bowling that pace, look, that takes the score to 150 required from 79. So I think you can afford, you know, a loosener there. If you're bowling this quick, I think the nice Garry boys, the hearts will be flying there. Paul will be the happiest. Paul gets credited with the 5 runs for that, and he didn't have to do anything. So Paul will be pretty happy, but doesn't get much easier.
You'd love that from Jake. Just, you know, if they're smart, I reckon, just play him around, and we'll try to go really hard from the other end.
Yeah, just get through. Obviously, like, again, it doesn't get easier. Reece bowled an excellent first over as well.
Yeah.
Adil bowling well is easy. It doesn't get any easier, but
They're all very
I'd-
different bowlers, though.
all different
Yeah.
bowlers as well too. Yeah, obviously Adil with his height, getting a lot of bounce out of this wicket as well. Jake just targeting those stumps, coming full and fast, and Reece with his handy pace as well. Doesn't get easy for the nice Garry boys here. They've got to dig.
Jake's going around the wicket.
Coming around the wicket there, doesn't like that angle. I wouldn't like this angle in at my body
Oh,
personally.
Jesus.
No ball called here from umpire Jake Carter, possibly overstepping here.
I was waist high, I reckon. Yeah, it was very above his
Let's
waist.
have a look.
Yeah.
So no ball called.
Scary.
Free hit for Michael Glasper.
Gee, that'd be scary to
And
face.
G. Paul's facing it with that helmet on too. He's game. Tougher man than I am. Ah, yes.
Oh,
full
Jesus, that's
waist
scary.
high, full toss. And it's one of those ones that's coming that quick. You really can't get much on it anyway. You're just happy to still be there. They push it away for a single there off the free hit. 2 for 32 after 4.4. So around the grounds at the moment, we've got in the Cup round of 16. Fargoff, you're out against 3 short CC. The Battle of Canberra, 4 for 173 the Goffs made. 3 short will start their chase of that shortly. And obviously this game here is the other game of the round of 16 here. 6 grounds here, 8 games to get through. So these two get to play at this time slot here. Cracking delivery there. Nice fuller length there from the Rattlesnake. Just pushed down the ground for a single there. Deal's coming around quickly to field that one there. Backing up his bowler. 1 to come in the over here. And in the Oz Champs Plate quarterfinals, we've got the Honey Badgers up against Duck Duck Gone. Honey Badgers making 153. The Ducks 20 for none after 3 overs. The Bouchers up against the Colts. Bouchers made 181 from their 20. I'll give you some more scores shortly.
Well bowled.
Straight through him there.
Good length. Gone away.
A good batsman gets some bat on that. I don't think Michael's seen that. Let's have a look at that one again. Yeah, just not getting the bat
Yeah, the
anywhere
feet
near
going
there.
nowhere, yeah.
Feet are going nowhere there, but when you bowl on this quick, you don't really have
Fair
much
enough,
time
yeah.
to move those feet. I think I can echo Adil's thoughts there that maybe one day we will see Jake, the Rattlesnake O'Connell, in the Big Bash in thereabouts.
That'd be good.
And even then, like, geez, this would be hard to face no matter how good you are.
Yeah.
So Reece coming into the attack 1 for 1 from his first over. Doesn't get any easier. The other 2 Cup quarter-final games on at the moment. The Shiggers rolled for 88. Tasmar calls 2 for 50 in reply. The Madagascar Lemurs up against the Leaking Runs. The boys from Ipswich, Andy Levitt making a century earlier in the tournament. 175 the Lemurs put on. Leaking Runs 2 for 18. We'll keep you updated with those ones a bit later. But for now, Reece coming into the attack again after 1 for 1 from his first.
Ooh.
How's that one?
Bat on ground, that.
Bat on ground. That we'll have a look at the replay here. Get it from a different angle there. Yeah, from our static cam here. Very close though.
Close.
Very close. Worth a shout. Obviously might have been a bit more daylight between the two from there, but worth a shout definitely from us here in the com box. Another dot ball following up by Reese. Just bowling that really tight line outside the stumps. And in T20 cricket, you can't leave those. You've got to try to cash in on those, but they're not connecting so far here. The nice Garry boys from north of Brisbane.
Like the intent from Paul. He's going after it.
Yeah, you're not going to die wondering here.
Oh, gets him back.
As we said earlier, you know, the pace that Jake is bowling at, you've got to try find a run somewhere. And, you know...
Reese isn't easy either. You know,
no, he's neither
bowler.
of these bowlers so far we've seen are easy to face, but between the three of them, they get 4 overs each.
Yep.
Suddenly, you've only got 8 overs left, so you've got to try attack at some point. So Reese coming in to bowl the 4th ball of this over. Straight through him again. Paul moving his legs out of the way to try to guide that one through cover. Just not connecting again. Yeah, that back foot.
Great camera work.
That back foot staying
Great
planted. That
work,
front
that.
foot just moving straight down the wicket there. And the bat path not coming through, connecting there.
Big swing.
Gets something on that, gets an inside edge. That might run away for 4, to be honest. I don't know if the man's going to get there.
Gets
Good work
there.
in the deep. It's pulled up, actually. Long boundaries here on the main field here at Runaway Bay Cricket Club.
That's over.
And that's over. 2 for 37 after 6. Yeah, geez, look at that. Look at that bowling card there. Jake, the Rattlesnake O'Connell, 1 for 13 off 2.
176.
176 we made. We need 177.
Getting some insight here from Adil. Adil loves having a chat with our umpires here at the Oz Champs, and he's an awesome bloke to chat to on and off the field. Adil's coming back in to bowl his 2nd over here. None for 8 from his first. What's going on? So Binny's going to step away now, going to rest up because he's got a game later on today. Up against the DDD Kings, the Melbourne champions. So good luck to Binny and the Western Swingers here. The boys are definitely hoping that they can make their way through to the semi-final later on. Have a look at that ball again from Adil. Just beating the bat, all 3. Oh, geez, that's not what you want. And that's coming quick as well. Adil coming in again. He's taking a big step to the leg side there to try and get out of the way here. I think he's trying to protect his nuts again. Jeez. So we had some good clips from the first one. I think we'll probably clip that one up. That'll come up in our highlights package, and that's not for a good reason for Michael. Deal's coming. Yeah, stepping away again. He's got him worried here now. I think that one's almost got the same region.
Here to come.
To be fair, though, facing the big, fast, scary man, Adil Hussain here. Jeez, I'd be backing away as well. He's not coming in any slower than any of the others. And from that height, that bounce... Jeez, this is hard work here from the nice Garry boys. Doing well to hang in here, it looks like. 130 required from 67. Just clearing that front leg and playing that one down through the covers there to the man at long off.
Last ball, 1 to come.
1 to come here
One to come.
in the over. Deal coming in for the last ball of this 7th over. Targeting those stumps there again. Another dot ball to finish this over. 2 for 38 after 7. Nice Garry in a bit of trouble here. So 139 required from 65. Oh, that's a good angle of something unfortunate. Hope Mick's okay, shaking the leg out there, kicking it away, and then picking it up for a deal. So even after all that, he's still nice enough to pick the ball up for a deal. Probably trying to smooth things over to hopefully next time a deal comes in, if he's still there, he's not going to target him. Mick McGrath back up to the attack. 4 off his first over was what we were able to get. What's coming off his 2nd over? Down the ground, played nicely there. So a bit slower than what we've seen the past 3, but still fairly quick. Still on the money there. So the boys are probably enjoying a little bit of a change of pace here. Let's see if Mick can deliver the Spider Monkeys another wicket here and put The nice Garry boys well and truly on the ropes. Played nicely down the ground there, and that's going to be cut off by the fielder there in the deep. They're going to come back through for 2 though. So Mick coming in to bowl his next over, his 3rd one of the over. Jeez, these boys are copping it left, right and centre here, the nice Garry boys. No reprieve for their bodies, copping some bruises here. They're going to be sore tonight, I definitely think, the boys from nice Garry. Let's have a look at that one again. Yeah, that's the side of the body now. I've got no protection there, no matter what you're wearing there. There'll be some battle scars here from the nice Garry boys, but they're hanging in here at 2 for 40 at the moment. Stepping away and whipping that one around the legs there to the man down on the boundary. That looks like Brad McGrath there, underarming that ball back in. Straight to him. He didn't have to move too much, just had to come in off the boundary to field that one there. 2 to come in the over was the call from Jake Carter there. Up in the air, that one's gone a long way up. Looks like the keeper's Ziabus is going to get underneath that one. No, that falls to the ground.
That's over.
That one went up a long way, but didn't actually leave too far off the square. Probably only travelling about 10 metres horizontally, but probably about 30 into the air. That one went up a long way, but chance goes backing and Mick's not happy. So Brad McGrath into the attack here for the Spider Monkeys. A handy bowler in his own regard as well. It just does not get any easier for this nice Garry lineup. All 8 can bat and all 8 can bowl. Played straight down the ground nicely. The cameraman's going to get out of the way for that one. That's going to roll towards the boundary for 4 runs. A handy boundary here for the Garry boys. Reese giving a shout out to his mum back home in Sydney. Hope she's tuning in here. Oh, she's in Port Macquarie, my bad. Thank you for correcting me there, Reese. He'll definitely go back and clip that up later and send that one to Mum, giving his well wishes. We love our mums here in the cricketing community. Usually the ones that sit with us when we start playing cricket. Obviously, may still come and watch Reese play from time to time. But we love our mums out there, all the mums watching, all the dads, all the people watching worldwide. No matter where you're watching from, we're glad to have you here on Last Man Stands TV for our LMS Australia Champs, brought to you by Wise. Wise, our global partner for Last Man Stands Cricket. Brad McGrath in for his 3rd delivery. A dot ball there, nice and wide off the stumps there, but not called by our umpire. Let's have a look at that delivery again. Well inside the line there. I'm not sure what Paul's asking for. I think Paul's just a bit confused because this one's not actually targeting his body like all the other ones have been. Brad bowling a nice line here on the outside of the off stump. Oh, beating him all ends up there. Very close to the edge, I'm sure, but goes beckoning again. Paul's taken a few steps down the wicket to that one there. Not connected. Yeah, very close to the bat there, and good glove work there by Z, making sure he gets back in his crease there as well, giving a little half chance at the stumping. Brad McGrath coming in. I feel like Z's probably got a chance here to come a step closer here. He seems to be picking the ball off the pitch well. That is hit well, going down towards that deep point region. Knee to the turf. Love to see it here. Spider Monkeys love what they're seeing as well. 2 for 49 after 9. Batting card here for Nice Garry, the boys from north of Brisbane. Gee, it looks hard to bat out here. Mick McGrath back into the attack for his third over. None for 8 from the first 2 so far, and a wicket that went down earlier that probably should have been taken. Tries to go big there, does Paul Steele, but does not connect with it. Deal encouraging his bowler on. Good to have a man like a Deal in your team. No matter the result, he will always be getting the boys over the line there, giving them words of encouragement there. Another big swing from Paul. Not connecting with any of these here. The change of pace is still not helping the Nice Garry boys. They are struggling here. Yeah, just really not picking that off the pitch at all. Handy bowler here, Mick McGrath in his own right. That one's come hard across the carpet here. Reese has gone to put the knee down there, fumbled it a bit, but he's kept it in from the rope. Going to get back through for 2 there. Mum, if you're watching, that's not what you want to see. You want to see some nice, clean fielding here from Reese. Playing a really good game so far here. Looks like they're trying to warm him up again to get back into the attack. Wide ball slipped there from our umpire out in the middle there, Jake Carter. Mick McGrath coming in for the 4th ball of this over. Played straight down the ground, so straight it's hit the stumps, and the boys are going to come through for a cheeky single there. Mick not getting any hands on that, but the man at the non-striker's end did not leave his crease. A nice jump there to try to get out of the way of it, but he's kicked it anyway. That one's going to hurt as well. Never nice kicking a cricket ball, especially when one's been thrown in that hard. We've got 1 left in this Mick McGrath over. None for 13 from his 2.4 so far. He'd be wanting to add a wicket to his tally here to give him some momentum going into their next game, because it looks like the Spider Monkeys are on top well and truly here. That one's gone up in the air, but that's going to find grass. Reese Longbottom coming along to field that one there. Good fielding in the deep here by the Spider Monkeys. Not giving the Nice Garry boys anything. Choking them, squeezing as much pressure out of this as they can. 2:55 after 10. It's time to switch ends. 122 runs required off the back 50, hitting into the breeze here. 12.2 and over. The Nice Garry boys are not out of it by any means of the imagination, but it's going to take a big ask from here. 6 wickets in the shed, 12.2 and over. Can they do it?
55.
So, for the first time today, we are going to see Ziad Abbas put the gloves down on the ground. Brad McGrath is going to grab them, and he's going to come into the attack. Ziad Abbas, the man who's been keeping the gloves for the first 10 overs, into the attack. 122 required from this back 10. Let's see if Nice Garry can have a crack.
Good.
Short, but not short enough, and still targeting those stumps there. I'm not sure why Paul's trying to cut that one away there. Does not connect. 28 runs from 28 for Paul today. It's been hard going out there. Michael Glasper at the other end, 18 off 23 himself. It's been hard work here for the Nice Garry boys, batting to such a good bowling lineup here like the Spider Monkeys there. Paul shot played nicely there by Paul Steele, but the man's going to come in off the fence about 10 metres in and get that. Just a single there to start off this 11th over. Ziadabas coming in for his third delivery of the day. Played highly into the air there. The man in the deep has come around about 2 meters and is going to get that one back in there.
Here it
Good
come.
underarming work there by, that looks like the Rattlesnake. So dot and 2 singles to start the Ziadabas over. 2 balls left in it. What have we got in store here, Z? Targeting those stumps nicely, just defended by Paul, straight back down to him. That's a dot.
Last ball, 1 to come.
1 to come in the over is the call there from umpire Jake Carter out the middle. Jeez, he's done a fantastic job today. Done some cracking decisions for those LBW decisions. A nice run out he had in this game as well. Good ball
That's
there,
over.
short but not short enough. That's over. 2:57 after 11. 120 required from 9 overs. Mick McGrath coming in to finish his account, his 4th over on the trot. None for 14 so far. He'd love to pick up a wicket here and
Right, I'm
just
over.
give the Spider
Bye,
Monkeys a bit more comfortability here. Obviously, this match is not over. It's a big ask to go at over 12 and over for the next 9 here to get over the line, but it's not over yet. The nice Garry boys can do it.
Good.
Between the bowler and the stumps, not much you can do about that. Dot ball there, good keeping there by Brad McGrath behind the stumps there to stop that one. So around the grounds in the other round of 16 match between the Battle of Canberra, Fargoff, you're out versus 3 short. 173 Fargoff made in their 20, 3 short, 1 for 13 after 2.1, so a lot of work to do there by the boys from Canberra. Cracking shot down the ground there, but the big man, Adil's going to get around there. They're going to get back through for 2 though. I'll give you some more scores from around the ground at the end of this 12th over. Mick McGrath making the ball talk so far. Again, played onto the leg side there. Adil takes about 1 step to his right for that one there. Waits for it and underarms that one back in. The boy's going to come through for a single.
2 to come.
Played to the leg side again. These nice Garry boys trying to target those leg side boundaries. Great arm in there from the deep there. Just going to keep him to a single there. Excellent fielding here from the Spider Monkeys, despite the fact that nice Garry need over 12 and over here. The fielding is still clinical, not giving them anything. Trying to keep this score as low as possible. Down the leg side there, but it looks like it's clipped his pad on the way through. Brad McGrath's got to do the long chase there to get it in. They're going to turn for 3. It looks like they're going to get 3 there.
3. That's over.
So, man, out in the middle there, Jake Carter has said that's come off the
113
bat.
or 40 required. 113.
113 runs required from the last 40 deliveries. That is a lot to ask of a team here that's been struggling to get bat on ball. Geez, that's a nice bowling card there. 6 bowlers used, all of them going at a run rate that would win most games of cricket here. This Spider Monkeys outfit's looking strong. So around the grounds in the plate quarterfinal, the Honey Badgers put on 153. Duck gone, 1 for 73 at the change of ends there. The Bouchers putting on 181. The Colts, none for 59 after 7. The Shiggers rolled for 88. Tasmar Calls 8 runs away from victory there with 4 wickets in hand. And the Madagascar Lemurs putting on 175. That one's gone in the air. Big Adil's going to come around and field that on the bounce, get that one back in. It looks like the Madagascar Lemurs are going to send the leaking runs packing. 6 wickets for 51, chasing 175. Can still be done. I've seen it done before, but it's going to take a big ask from the leaking run boys to get over the line there in the plate. Just hitting the body there again of Paul Steele. Leg by signalled by Jake Carter. Just scampering through for a single that's going to go to the score, but nothing to show for it if you're Paul.
Good.
Nice and full from Ziadabas there, inside the line there. Perfect Yorker length there. Michael Glasper's tried to hang the bat out there and get it. He's hit the ground, but he's not hit any ball. Ziadabas turning at the top of his mark here, charging in for the Spider Monkeys here. Bringing that one even closer into the stumps. The length is the same, the line is changing, keeping these batsmen thinking.
One to come, last ball.
Big Ziad coming in from the top here. Down the leg side there, Michael Glasper smacks his pad because he wasn't able to get that. He really wanted that ball there. Gets through for a leg bye. 2 for 67 after 13. These nice Garry batsmen really struggling here to get bat on ball here. If you're a Spider Monkey fan, if you're a fan of Last Man Stands cricket in the Sydney region, I definitely think your boys have got 1.5 legs here into the quarterfinals. But does this match have a twist in it?
I do 10 off 35. Let's play, Brad. Right on over. Oh, when the keeper's ready.
So Ziadabas grabbing those gloves back. Brad grabbing the ball, coming in for his second over, 6 from his first over. That was at this other end of the field. Targeting those stumps there, leg side wide there. A tumble there for Z, but he got the ball in the gloves there. Well done. Get another look at that, leg side wide. And they're really trying to get a hold of it here are the nice Garry boys, but just nothing's coming off for them. Yes, that's a run to the tally, but not good for the confidence of these nice Garry batsmen, Michael Glasper and Paul Steele. Played down the ground, that one's gone a long way up. The man's coming in from the deep to look for it. Jake, the Rattlesnake O'Connell, safe hands. Glasper's got to go.
Good catch. Not out. No.
Having a replay here of that delivery there. Nice and full. Not the kind of ball that you really throw the bat at and hope to get much from it. That's gone a long way up. Jake, the Rattlesnake O'Connell, under that one early. Tracked it nice and well, getting those hands right up in front of the face, taking that catch at full arm's length there. And gee, this looks like a well-rounded cricketer here. And the fast throw in too to make sure there's no steal on offer there for... They got the steal, but that nice throw in there, that hung up a long time. Looks like a real complete cricketer, this Rattlesnake does. He'll be one to watch in the quarterfinals if the Spider Monkeys are to be successful here to play the Goffs or 3 short. Matt Dark gets his account underway early with a nice drive down the ground through the cover region, cut off by the fielder, but he's off the mark. Played nicely down the ground there by Paul Steele. Catch taken on the rope. Paul Steele's got to go. Good catch on the rope there by the Spider Monkeys. And just when you think nice Garry are trying to put the foot down and make a game of it, Spider Monkeys take 2 quick wickets. 2 wickets in the over for Brad McGrath. He'll be happy with this. 2 for 10 from 1.3. 4 for 71 is the total. Nice Garry are being restricted to so far. 106 required from 32. Geez, you'd almost think 2 legs and an arm are in the quarterfinal here if you're a Spider Monkey.
Leg side.
Leg side wide there. Not a good follow-up ball for Brad McGrath. Jeremy Chapman's off the mark and he gets 3 for that. Tell you what, actually, Spiders have 8 legs, so I'm going to say 6 of those 8 legs are well and truly in the quarterfinals here. Those other 2 might fall off, but I think this one's done and dusted. 4 for 74. It's a long way back here for the nice Garry boys here. Played it nicely through the covers by Jeremy Chapman. Man in the deep's going to come through and throw that one back
Two
in.
and
Our
over.
home run hero of the day, taking that total from 154
101 of 30.
to
101 of 30.
176. It was a cracking shot we've seen there, that home run. I'm sure it'll be there in the highlights package at the end of this game. There's been plenty of sad to say it, I think their run is over here, but they've made a good job here getting through to the round of 16. 16th best team in Australia. I'd take that any day. 101 runs required from 30 deliveries here. Reese Longbottom back into the attack here. 1 wicket taken from his first 2 overs, only for the expenditure of 5 runs.
over.
Nice
Go,
tight
Reese.
bowling here from all the Spider Monkeys. Bear in mind, we've still got some Adil overs left and some overs from Jake O'Connell. There's a cracking shot there from Matt Dart. Great work in the deep there by Brad McGrath to keep that in. The boys are going to come back through 4-2, but that is some excellent fielding here. Boys got through for 3 there in the end. That is some great fielding on the deep there. I'll definitely have a look at that one again later. Straight through him. No, he's got the bat on that. I thought it went straight through him. I think Z thought it was going straight through him there too. What has happened there?
Yeah.
Reese Longbottom top of his mark towards Matt Dart there. Matt playing that nicely through the covers, putting a lot on that, but it's going to go straight to the fielder there in the deep. Jake O'Connell.
2 to come. Good.
Oh, nice Yorker length there, but it's going to beat both the
David.
batsman and the
a
keeper.
bye.
Make it all the way down
All
here
byes.
to the rope. A boundary for Nice Garry on a technicality. No bat on it, but 4 byes. Nice zoomed in picture there of that ball. Jeez, that ball's looking pretty good there. 14.4 overs there. Taken 4 wickets with it. Not many boundaries coming from it though.
1 to come, guys.
Watch that ball rolling down to the boundary there. Beaten the batsman and beaten keeper Ziad Abbas. Just got some bat on that one there. Good shot is the call from the field. That's going to make its way to the boundary.
Over.
The 4 runs for Jeremy Chapman. Good shot there. Some good intent there. Having some fun out there are the Nice Garry boys. 4 for 85. Sorry, 4 for 89.
Good.
88 of 25, boys. 88 required.
88 required off 25. That's going to
Yes,
be a big
sir.
ask there. There's the batting card here for the Nice Garry boys. 1, 0, 27, 30 not out, 5, 10. Really tough going out
Bottom
here for the
over,
Nice
play
Garry
Bill.
boys. This Spider Monkey lineup is giving them nothing, and tell you what, they are looking strong and will definitely be a team to come up against the Goffs. They've got to get over the line first against 3 short, but not going to get any easier for any team here. Bit of a fumble in the field there. The boys get back through for 2. A rare fielding error here from the Spider Monkeys. They've given them nothing here, Nice Garry. This score of 4 for 91 is not reflective of the Nice Garry boys not being a good side. They are a fantastic outfit from the north of Brisbane. This Spider Monkeys lineup going straight through him there is Adil Hussain, and he is happy about that one there. Adil gets his first. 5 for 91. So just watching that one back here from a deal. Geez, it's hard getting one in from that high up. Chopped on there by Matt Dart. Not much he can do with that one there. A deal giving us a nice little some hand gestures there. Happy with that wicket there. Let's have a look at that one again.
Yeah, wait. Oh, beautiful. The game's straight away. But
So a deal charging in there. Getting a lot of bounce out of that wicket there. Ziad Abbas behind the stumps. Very happy with that one here. I am joined by one of the best blokes around in LMS cricket. One of the men from the Old Fools here. How are we feeling today, boys?
Yeah, not too bad.
How are we feeling? Not too bad?
Yeah, not too bad. We pulled up all right.
Pulled up all right. So obviously getting knocked out yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, it's part of the plan.
Part of the plan there. I was about to say, watching both teams in that game yesterday, the Old Fools against Bandit Brothers, both teams looked very sore there. So what's left on the cards for the Old Fools while we're up here on the lovely Gold Coast?
I think a couple of us are going to be playing in the AJ Memorial game.
The AJ Memorial game on Field 3 this afternoon, starting just after 3 p.m. That'll be a cracker. That'll be a fun one.
Yeah.
Good laughs all round.
100%. Yeah, no, it's always a good thing, good cause. And I played a few games with AJ around the world. Adil's coming in again.
Jeez, good bowling here from Adil. Not a bad shot there from Jonathan Wallace down the ground. It's going to be fielded nice and easy to get through for a single, but yeah, geez, facing Adil is something I'm glad I have not had to do in my LMS career. And look, I'm not the best cricketer going around, so I doubt that I'll be playing at an Australian Champs, but always good to stand there umpiring when a deal comes into the attack. Nice shot there through the cover regions again. Going to be fielded by Jake O'Connell. He's going to bring that one in because I think he's coming back on the bowl.
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, they're
84 of 20. 84 of 20.
Obviously the Old Fools campaign here at the Australian Champs is over. The other Melbourne team there, the DDD Kings, taking down the tradies this morning. I'm not sure if you've seen. So
yeah, we
did.
The
quarterfinal.
We saw them get over the line.
Unfortunately, though, for the Kings, their next opponent, just a team called, I might have heard of them before, Western Swingers.
Yes, I think we've seen them play one or two games.
Seen them play one or two games.
Very strong.
Our defending Australian champions, the Western Swingers. They were in trouble early in their game against Conley CC, but recovered and scored over 200, so I definitely think they will be a hard team to overcome, but the Kings are there in the quarterfinals, so...
Yeah, that's it. It's a good effort, considering they started pretty roughly.
Yeah, they started pretty roughly there, but have found form late, which is good for them. So Jake O'Connell back into the attack. Jeez, this is quick. Looks quick from back here. I can't imagine standing out there trying to face it.
Oh, down leg and coming all the way for four.
That one's rolling in for
that's
four.
It.
Might get another good shot of the ball there. Now we've got our nice effects mic on the ground there, right in the way. So that's worth 5. Didn't have to touch it. Some of the easiest 5 you'll get. Big wave there from Mo. Big waves there from Mo. Mo's having a great time here. Mo himself actually hit a home run earlier. It'll be up in our highlights package later. Yeah, well and truly down the leg side there, and Z didn't pick it up quick enough. 5 runs to the total for Nice Garry. 5 for 99. Can they bring up the 100 in this ball?
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. Talking about Mo, I played with Old Iraq at the Worlds in, I think it was 2012. And Mo was playing for him there, and he's still going, so he's doing pretty well. Man,
it's been around cricket for a long time. Yeah, it was a great shot. I'm sure Mo will go back and watch this game back just to get a nice screen recording of that home run he hit. It went a long way over.
He can hit a big ball.
Can hit a big ball, and I think all of these Spider Monkey boys can. We've seen Reese Longbottom put a few over the black fence over there on the far side of the ground there. We're not retrievable. We don't lose many grounds. We don't lose many balls here on the main ground here at Runaway Bay Cricket Club, but we lost 2 in this game thanks to Reese.
Yeah, I can say that I think we played on here once, and it was against the Spider Monkeys, I think, and they put a couple in the old athletic field.
Yeah, back on the athletics track there. We were actually a bit worried for some of the runners around that they might have got hit by a few of them here when Reese was going off on their way to 176 the Spider Monkeys put on.
Two to come.
I'll give you a score update from the Battle of Canberra shortly.
Good.
Straight through him there, just too quick, too good for the Nice Garry outfit here. 1 to come in the over.
Last ball.
Off a few steps there, Jake O'Connell, not going back to his full run up there, but still looking sharp. The nice Garry boy is going to get through
It's
for
over.
a single. So, Thug off, you're out. Put 173 on, 3 short of their 20 overs. In reply,
3
3
overs
short.
left. 3 overs.
4 for 84 after 13.2. So, they are a long way behind it there, but they could come back. They've still got some batsmen in the shed there, the 3 short boys, the boys from Canberra. But I think the Goffs might make their way through to the quarterfinals comfortably there, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like they're pushing uphill, aren't they?
Pushing uphill for sure. So that's over on field number 2. Actually, you can see that live stream from the LMS website as well. But right now, I'm sure you're all tuning in to see this outstanding Spider Monkey lineup just rolling through. Nice Garry here. They've got the 100 up, but still 72 needed from 3 overs. Very, very tough to do. Dare I say it, 7 of those 8 spider legs are in the final. Up his shot there, down to the man at long off.
Reese back into the attack.
Reese back into the attack for his 4th over, getting his wicket in the previous over. 1 for 15 though, they are some handy figures.
Wide.
Down the leg side there, he's going to have to re-bowl that one there, is Reese.
Yeah, it looks like he's just taking the pace off.
Just taking the pace off there, and line has gone with it.
It's good to see Reese fully dressed today.
Fully dressed today.
He likes parading around a bit.
Be a good man to run into off the field. I definitely think he'd be a good man to hydrate with.
Definitely.
Your drink of choice, obviously. Everyone's own choice, but definitely think he'd be a good man to meet on and off the field. Reese Longbottom.
Very much so.
That's a big hit down to the leg side,
Straight
straight
down
to the
his
hands
throat.
of Brad McGrath. He's kept it in. He's put a bit of mayo on that, I think. I don't think he needed to lose his feet there, but the catch has been taken. Another man got to go for nice Garry. 6 down. We'll get a replay of that, I'm sure. Let's have a look. So hit well off the bat, but it's got high up on the bat there. Just didn't get enough of that. As our camera pans across to the side there. Legs up in the air, sprayed legs, but he's kept that catch firmly in the midst there. Holding the ball up there to show our umpire that he's taken it. Oh, and just a cheeky throw while you're already on your back there. Well done, Brad McGrath. Reese Longbottom with his second. Oh, geez, that's not one you want to face first up. Jason Hayes done a good job of keeping that out. Reese Longbottom's got 1 ball left from his 4 overs. He wants a photo here, Reese. I can sense it.
Yes, we actually had a few nice partying with Reese, especially in Kenya.
Straight through him, taking out off stump. There's your 3 for Reese Longbottom. Well done.
Yeah, that's just it. He is an excitable man. He loves to have a good time.
Loves to have a good time and
can play cricket.
Can play cricket. The Spider Monkeys are definitely having a good time here on Sam Loxton Oval here at the Runaway Bay Cricket Club. 7 for 108. Nice Garry. So this is our last man here, Jeremy Chapman. Can he survive 2 more overs of this attack?
It looks like Adil's going to come back in the attack.
What I find more impressive about these replays is, geez, this man Z behind the stumps here, getting some nice, excitable moments out of him. So as that one takes out off stump there, Z putting his arm across. Z's having a great time here, and so are all the Spider Monkeys. And as they should, all 8 legs firmly in the finals here. Quarterfinals later today, they will be coming up against the winner of the Goffs versus 3 short game, which is looking like it's going to be the Goffs, but that one's not over yet. Trying to book their spot into the semi-finals tomorrow. So Adil Hussain coming in. Played and nicely there, but being the only man left, he's not going to take the 2.
Yeah, never easy, especially when you've got a good bowling attack and just the one person left there. 2s, 4s or 6s.
Never easy being the last man there. But Mir from the DDD Kings, your other boys from Melbourne there, he made it look easy earlier.
Oh, didn't he? Yeah.
Peeling off a century with a home run is always a great way to do it. Geez, that's a good shot there, but he's not going to take the 2 again because this Spider Monkeys outfit's still not letting anything go. They don't want any more runs scored here. They want that 69-run victory here. Let's see if they can wrap it up in the next few balls at the hands of Adil.
Yeah, they're still moving pretty well, considering the amount of games they've played.
It's a lot of cricket. This is the 4th day in a row, and there's that final wicket there. Adil getting his second. Caught and bowled. Nice, Garry. Tried their best, but Spider Monkey's just too strong. That's not one you want to face when you're not wearing a helmet. Last man there. 69 runs needed from 2 overs. Adil wants the wicket. Adil gets his wicket. So nice, Garry. Their tournament comes to the end. Spider Monkeys easily through to the quarterfinals there. Let's have a look at the highlights from this match. And there was plenty of them. Most of them are Spider Monkey highlights. Just wait for these highlights to load up here now. Lots of highlights from the batting innings of the Spider Monkeys, and obviously talking the talk with the ball as well, taking all 8 wickets needed to retire the side. We're just about ready here for our highlights package here. So this was the first wicket to fall for the day. Early on in the piece, Hus Ajazi being caught well short there from a great piece of fielding in the deep. Then that brings out Jake the Rattlesnake O'Connell to the crease. Took a while to get going, did Jake. A few early chances, a few plays and misses. That one went a long way up, and the man tried to get there but just fell short. That would have taken some catching had he have got there. So Jake struggled really, really early, but once he got that foot down, got a few boundaries under his belt. So there's a play and a miss there. And get this, next ball, this is the very next ball, moves those feet down the ground nicely, smacks that one down the rope. And from there, he just ran with the momentum and accelerated nicely. Back to back boundaries there for the Rattlesnake. Both coming just as quick as each other. And then that one again, this one almost took out our cameraman down on the fence here. And dare I say, if the fence was not here, that was coming to hit me. Played nicely off the legs there was Adil getting a 50 himself. And this was just where Nice Garry lost it, I think. Really tight bowling there, the early wicket. Obviously some nice strangling of, Jake O'Connell and stuff like that. That was about 4 to 5 boundaries in quick succession there. And just too good. That shot there, a cracking shot down the ground there that went all the way for 6. That one down at the ground as well. Good catch to remove the Rattlesnake. I spoke about it earlier there. Just didn't move his feet enough on that one there. Adil moving down the pitch there, getting an outside edge there. Close chance. Wasn't a chanceless innings for Adil on his way to 50. And Brad McGrath, the man we're seeing on screen here now. A few early shouts from the boys there trying to get that big wicket. And he gave off plenty of chances as well. That was a cracking shot there that he got away for 4. One of his better shots of the day. That one went a long way up. Just out of the reach of the man coming in from the deep there. He covered a lot of ground to get there, but just didn't get the hands on it. And that one just too quick for the fielders there. Big appeal again, but denied. This was Adil again, playing it off the legs very nicely, getting a 4 for himself. And we're going to cut our package there because it looks like our next game's ready to go. We'll be back shortly with you for the next one, which is going to be the Night Watchman, looking dominant so far up against the mighty powerhouse.